Hey everybody, welcome back for another night of Jiu-Jitsu. We're going to get right into it, starting off with some jumping jacks for about 1 minute. Ready? And go. And 5 seconds. And stop. Good. All right. Now, one more of my Jiu-Jitsu burpees. So what we're going to do is we've got all these back step burpees. So I'm still going to drop down to my hands just like any other burpee. And I'm still going to kick my feet out. But now I'm going to back step. Back step over, come back, and hop up. Then the next one, I'm still coming down, still kicking back, and I back step. Other side, back, hop up, jump up in the air. Again, reach those hands up when you jump. Otherwise, the temptation is to stay slouched over and jump here. This isn't good posture. I always want posture. This is Jiu-Jitsu. Posture is important. Okay? So back step burpees. Are you ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, good. Now, we're going to go ahead and do something a little different. This is called, depending on where you look, it's called a Hindu push-up or a judo push-up. Well, we're going to do 5 of these. Feel free to do more. But we're going to put our hands on the mat, kind of wide apart, not right here under my shoulders, but a little bit wider. And my feet are also going to be wide, not all the way for a straight back. So I'm walking them in just a little bit closer. All right, and then I'm going to bring my nose down, and then I'm going to kind of arch my back through the push-up here. Okay, so I'm going to come down, forward and up, and then I go back the way I came, pushing myself down, backwards, and up. So that's what we're going to do together, doing those judo push-ups or Hindu push-ups, depending on what you've heard. Hands are apart, feet are apart. Ready? And 1, down, and back. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good. All right. Now, we're going to go ahead on into some pummels or leg circles. Very important if you're working lasso guard or the lasso and spider, or if somebody's trying to get an underhook, pummel your leg through. So we're going to be on our back here. I'm going to get my legs up in the air, and I'm circling, okay? Making circles, all right? About halfway through or so, I'm going to tell you to switch, and that means instead of coming inward from the top, we're going to be going up and outward with those circles, okay? If you start going up and outward, then for your next one, go the other direction, okay? Don't get too hung up about inward or outward with this one. When I say switch, just switch the rotation, okay? Now, we're not going both the same inward motion or outward motion. It's offset, okay? Swish, 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 swish. All right, ready? And go. And switch. Good, stop. All right, triangles. Shooting the hips way up in the air and catching the triangle and come back down. You ready? And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. Hip outs. Okay, so I'm coming over to one side by bringing my feet in close to my butt. I give myself a little bridge. I've got my frame ready. Not pushing on anything right now, but I've got to remember, I'm probably doing this from a frame. So hips up, shoulders and feet are your points of contact. Push the butt out, and then reach as much as you can to pull yourself back in. Okay? So other side, little bridge up, hip out, feet, shoulders. It's the only contact you have here. So reach the foot, pull yourself back in. Ready? All right, hip into our right the first time. Here we go. 1, hip out, pull it back. 2, hip out, and back. 3, hip out, and back. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. All right, so let's get into today's drills. We're going to take turns demonstrating these because these transitions take a lot of foot room and we don't have a whole lot of space here. So we're going to start off with a step over transition from one side to the next. So we're going to start in a Kesa Gatame position. So from this judo pin position here, we're going to be transitioning. We're moving around the head. So this is my heavy bag's head for right now. So I'm going to maintain my shoulder contact and I'm going to tuck this in, and this hand is going to be coming around underneath me here as I transition, and this hand will be coming over here. So I tuck it in, I'm off the mat with my hips, and I start stepping 1, 2, with that back step here, and this hand has swum through over top and caught right back into the case of a tip position here. All right, so again, bring this in, keep that shoulder contact as I come around, So I'm stepping. I'm already starting to reach. And big back step. Okay? If you've got a little bit smaller legs versus a bigger opponent, you may need to take a few extra steps. All right, before I go through the reps here, let me show you what I mean. If Aylin gets into that judo pin position, closer to their head. Good. All right, so she takes that arm and she tucks that into her body, and then she starts rotating through. She got to take a few more steps. You got step, step, step. Then she's swimming, and then she's back stepping. Okay, watch that again. She tucks that arm in. Good, and as she transitions through, she's got to take a few extra steps before she swims and does the big back step to get into that kesa position. Okay, so let's do that together. Are you doing the reps with this one? Because there's only room enough for one of us to do it at a time. Okay. We kind of had this worked out ahead of time. Sometimes we get eager to show things off when we're getting it, and that's okay. All right. So let's do 10 of these. All right. 1 and then 2, going to one side, then the other side. Okay. Here we go. And 1, tuck it, come around, and transition. Case on the other side. 2, tuck, come around. 3, tuck. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right. So our next transition is going to be a hop over. All right. Aylin's excited to demonstrate this one. So we're going to be in that side control position, not the judo side control, not that kesa position. Okay, but in a just a standard side control position here. Okay, she's working on that shoulder pressure down onto the chin. We'll come back to the positions. We can talk about that. So she's working on that shoulder pressure down into the chin. She's isolating the arm over on this side, and she's pinching in tight to keep this arm out of play. But now, for whatever reason, she's decided she needs to transition over to the other side. So she's going to do a hop over. So she ducks her head on the same side as her feet, hops it over, and then she reacquires her position. So ducks her head and then hops it over, and she slides right back into that position. All right, you ready? All right, we're going to do 10 of these. Follow along best you can. 1, head, hop, and position. 2, head and hop. Good hop. 3, 4. Real important to get those feet up as high as you can, because if you're swinging them low, you could get caught in half guard or even full guard, depending upon how you're doing. 5, big hops. 6, those legs way up high, even better. 7, those legs super high. Good hop. 8, 9, and 10. Good. All right. So that's our hop overs. So now we're going to do another one. Okay. In this case, I'm going to turn the head of my heavy bag up to the other side. You may not have a heavy bag. This will work on any kind of pad, rolled up towels, anything you can get that'll give you a little bit of substance underneath you to hop over. All right, most stuffed animals are going to be awfully squishy and not give you a good partner for this. So whatever you can get that's good and dense is going to work here. But I've got kesa, but I can also do a reverse kesa position. Okay, so I'm going to be doing a step over using a back step, but I want to maintain this knee contact here. Okay, So I'm going to start this off by sliding my hand back a little bit so I can start getting some balance underneath me as I come over. And I'm going to take my other knee over, place it on the bag, and then swim my arms through and do the back step and land in this posture on the other side. Okay, so sliding the hand back, I'm coming around, replace the knee, and now I'm swimming this arm through here and doing my back step. Okay, so let me turn this. So now I've got my knee pressure here, keeping that contact. Okay, this hand is sliding up here to the head side, and then I'm going to replace my knee as I come up and over. And as I do that, I'm swimming through here and doing a back step. Okay? So, come in here, reverse case-up position, because again, the head is up on this side. Okay? I've got my knee contact, and 1, slide it up, coming up, swim through, over other side, knee contact. 2, up and around. 3, oop, lost my knee contact there. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Right? So that's using that back step from the reverse case-up position. All right? So we've got one more here, and I'm going to turn our heavy bagged head back over this way, and we're going to be doing our helicopters. Okay? So this is going to transition from side control around to north-south position to the other side. So Aylin's going to get back into that side control position, chest down, nice and tight. And now she's going to be working on walking her hands and feet around. Look at her stay up on those toes. So look at this first thing she does. She comes back with her feet up on the toes. And notice this hand right here. Okay, let me turn this bag around so you can see what she's doing with her hand. Okay, so if I turn this bag around, and this is still our head up here, so she's going to be walking this side. Watch this hand. Look at that block in the hip as she helicopters around and secures that position back. Show them one more time. She moves that hand as she kicks her feet back to block the hip. Helicopter around. Good technique. Ready? And 1. On those toes, look at her go. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. And 10. Good. All right. Let's drag that thing off to the side. We're going to step on here and we're going to do our stretches to finish off the video. There we go. All right. So I'm going to start with a seated stretch here. My legs are out in front. It's not essential that they be close together, but I don't want to start off with them sitting apart here. I want to keep them out in front of me. Okay. So shake those out. Okay. And now we're going to reach forward. If all you can reach is your shins, grab your shins. If you're wearing pants, key pants, whatever, you could use those to help you pull down. Okay? So if you can reach your ankles, reach your ankles. If you can reach your toes, reach your toes. Reach as far as you can reach and pull and hold it there. Good. Relax it back. Pull one leg in. We're going to pull our right leg in here. We're going to do a hurdler stretch. Okay. This actually isn't a great way to do hurdles. If you're watching and you run track, we do not do hurdles this way. Hurdles come back here, but this is putting a lot of stress on the knee with this kicked back. So we do this modified hurdler stretch here. It's much easier on the knee and the hip. So we're going to reach it both hands out. And bring this leg up and over. Cross your arm through and stretch. Good. And hug that knee up to the body. And straighten it out. This time bringing the other leg in for that modified hurdler stretch. And reaching out. Reaching both arms out so you get the full benefit of the stretch. Good. Bring the leg up and over. Cross the arm through and twist. Good. Hug that leg up. Tight to the body. And let it down. This time, stretch your legs out. Okay. And reach forward. And take it over one side. Make sure you're reaching both arms to that same side. And reach over other side. Both arms over. Good. Now, let's start turning our body over. We'll turn our hips as we go. Bring this leg in a little bit and turn up onto it. Stretching out the back of the leg here. Turn. Up. And relax. All right. So that is the video for tonight. I hope you enjoyed that. We'll be back with some more transitions from one side to the other the next time. Again, using a heavy bag So hope to see you then. Have a good night. Give me 5.